Hey guys, Paul from Ashen. It's new comic book day for the week of August 31st, so we're getting started right now. This episode brought to you by Paul and Tim Do a Thing. We do a thing.
We do a thing.
Link to our reaction will be in the descriptions down below.
Hey guys, it's Tim from Capes and Scowls, Team Ashen, Paul and Tim Do a Thing, and the comic book store. It's time for those trades. You ready? We've got Harley Quinn, the animated series, hardcover volume 1, which was the Eat, Bang, Kill tour, 1 through 6. That was a really good story.
That was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. We got Batman's Mystery Case book, which is a kid's story. This looks really cool. I like it when they adapt things that are that much fun for kids. We've got Silk, volume 2. This covers issues 1 through 5 in a volume 2. Can we just have an ongoing series, Marvel, please? We don't need 2 miniseries in 1 year. Green Lantern, The Silver Age, volume 4. I love these volumes. This will cover Green Lantern issue 36 to 48. So if you keep up with these, it's the easiest way to read the old stuff. We got Wastelanders. This features the Wolverine, the Doom, the Black Widow, the Star-Lord, and the Hawkeye. These were fun. We talked about some of these strange kind of stories. We've got Batman 89, which of course continues on kind of the original thought of the original Batman movie. Pretty cool.
Check out the first issue. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I like it when they do stuff like that as well. We got Frigil and Fluffy, volume 3. This ties in with Minecraft.
We didn't check any of that out.
No?
No, we didn't.
I played Minecraft before. It's fun.
I can't.
No?
No.
It's Legos. I treat it like Legos. I build things. It's very relaxing. I should probably dig out my old Minecraft, see if that world I created is still there. The Joker, volume 2 hardcover. Pretty dark series, but I do like that it largely focuses on Jim Gordon and how he takes on the Joker. New Burn, volume 1, Zdarsky, man. Zdarsky is on such a tear right now. Man, this one's pretty great, too. If you like detective stuff and you like Zdarsky, it's a no-brainer. And then finally, Halftone Horrors, the history of horror movie comic books. I've actually looked at this book. This book is awesome. If you remotely want to collect horror comics, this is a very good book to get. You ironically cannot kill a man with it. It's just not hefty enough. You'd have to really want it. It would have to be your thing. But it's a very cool book, so check it out. Really interesting read.
First up, we have Mechanics issue number 2. The first issue was really fun. This one kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. It's just a really fun story. We're dealing with the kid learning about what they need to do, finding the grandfather because he's been kidnapped, and we get an idea of what they're going to be doing and why the grandfather was kidnapped. Don't really want to go too much into it because otherwise there are going to be pretty heavy spoilers for this book, but just know that the reason behind the kidnapping is happening, the reason for the actual heist is going to be revealed, and some fun, interesting takes on what is happening with the history and everything like that, since this deals with time travel. It's a really cute book. You should definitely check it out. Check out the first issue too, so that we understand what's going on.
All right, first up for me is Batman Superman World's Finest issue 6. When I don't know what I want to read, I just jump into any old series. It's a lot of fun. But we have a Robin story focusing on Dick Grayson, which is kind of interesting. And it takes place in the late 1800s. If all of that has you scratching your heads, that's right, it should. I won't give away the whys and the whodunits and all of that, but it is a very cool story of Nightwing, as Dick Grayson, Nightwing, trying to solve a mystery that is occurring at a circus and how the Justice League interacts with him. It's very bizarre. It's a very weird story, and maybe because I dove in blind, but I mean, I had a lot of fun. I figured out what was going on. It wasn't so bad. Maybe this is a good time for you to dive into this. It was a fun book. It was a fun story. It's Mark Waid. You can't go wrong. So check it out.
And my pick of the week, it is Forever Forward. This is a fun book. So the concept is you have a very unlikable main character who is buried in his work and has learned how to time travel. But he can only time travel forward. So think Sliders. If you like the TV series Sliders, that's kind of how this book is. He can only move forward and an indeterminate value forward. But there are hints that he has a way back, but he has to get forward enough to be able to find his way back to our time, 2022. Dealing with it's the concepts that can be explored in a book like this are amazing, and Kaplan is a really great writer, so there's a lot of places this could go. It's a really, really fun idea and concept, along with a bunch of lovable characters that you will like, because right now the protagonist is just not a fun person, because he has been buried in his work creating time travel. And now we see what is going to be happening with this, and this just seems like a lot of fun. The art is fantastic. It really does kind of lends itself to the grittiness of the feel, but at the same time still has this fantastical feeling about it when you're dealing with all these places. And yeah, I want to see more of this, and I definitely think you should check it out.
And it's time for my pick of the week. Paul, do you know what my pick of the week is?
Not a clue.
That's right. It's Thunderbolts Issue One by our buddy Jim Zub. This is a pretty cool story. If you read Devil's Reign, this kind of continues that, where Luke Cage is the mayor of New York now. The Kingpin is gone. And he has the issue of you can't legally be a superhero in New York. The only exception to this is the Thunderbolts, which is a different thing. It is a project. It's a lot of red tape and a lot of wording, which I enjoyed that they did this. But basically, they call up Hawkeye, Clint Barton, Hawkeye. And they're like, hey, we've already corporately put together this team. These are the best teams. This covers a bunch of powers. This is a good idea. Let's do it. There is a new character that they introduced in this story. I like the new character. I wasn't quite sure at first, but I was like, I'm kind of digging this. And they leave you just enough meat on the bone to want to come back and see a little more. So, interesting team, interesting story. I liked Devil's Reign. I liked what they did, and I like the state New York is in, and I like that other books are continuing with this and not like glossing over it. I like that the fallout from Devil's Reign is a big part of this. Really cool action in this as well. I won't spoil it for you, but this was a very fun book. The writing was top notch. The art is top notch. I had a good time reading it, and I will check out issue 2. All right, that is it. Thank you for coming along with us on this journey. Only thing to really promote this week is Paul has a new CAMPFIRE Ashes coming out, and it's one of his stories. It might be his favorite. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It is. But thank you to everybody who's been checking out the other podcast stuff we do and our other channel, Paul and Tim Do a Thing. It's been great. I see you guys. I appreciate it. Paul, anything else you want to throw in?
That's good.
We're good, guys.
So, yeah.
We'll see you next week.